As a self-proclaimed empath, there's this one habit that I changed which put me at a lot of peace and ease in my life was this. I stopped reading between the lines. Whenever I had a conversation with someone, I had a habit to not only hear people's words but also pay attention to their body language, to pick on cues from the tone of their voice, to catch nuances and the silences between their words, to look into their eyes and see if they're trying to convey something else, to refer the conversation that we are having now to another conversation we had probably a week ago and see if there's any difference, to weigh their words, to weigh their tones against each other, and to get this whole set of information which might tell me more about the person, about the conversation, and about the relation we both had. I eventually realized how unhealthy this was for my own well-being and how much it stressed me out. And I was also presuming a lot of stuff about the other person which might not be true. I had to stop reading in between the lines. I tried to be more mindful about it. I meditated over it. I tried to make myself more aware of how and when I fall into these traps. Every time I would have a conversation with someone, I would be so self-aware, and I would breathe slowly, and I would try to be present, and I would try to just listen to them. I practiced and I trained myself to not overread, to not try to make sense of their silences, and to not read into their body language or their eye movements or the tone of their voice. I just focused on the words, on what they were saying to me. I tried to make a good conversation. I was listening, I was attentive. What you said to me was only what I was gonna take. You didn't have to worry about me overreading, and I didn't have to worry about you trying to convey something more to me than what was being said. I made it a point to just take the words of the other person as they were and to live with that. To hear something and not try to overthink or overanalyze it and go into the overdrive and conclude hundreds of things that probably didn't even make sense. I took someone's words for what they were, I stuck to them, and it made my life so much easier. If someone was trying to convey me something more by their tone or by being passive-aggressive, it completely went past me. I just took their words, and so they also in turn learned to convey things to me more directly in future. What also started happening is that I stopped dreading conversations with certain people. I was much more outgoing. I didn't have to linger on a conversation for too long. I stopped dreading making phone calls as well. And I know it wasn't that simple at the beginning and it didn't flow as smoothly. I had to do it step by step. It took me a while, but eventually I got to this place where I can have a conversation with someone and just be present in the moment, and as soon as the conversation is over, I'm done with it. I'm completely done with it. I'm at peace, and it's just a beautiful way to live. So if you could relate to this, if you're someone who used to do that or is still struggling with that, or if you weren't even aware that you did that, this little anecdote from my life might help you.